Alright, well, today I'm going to talk to you about my interest in theater. Theater is something that I have always had a big influence on my life. It's something that's been a big part of my life. And I actually started getting involved with it when I was in the 7th grade. My mom had me audition for a play, and I ended up getting the part. It was in The Sound of Music. It was just a minor role, had no speaking lines, but being involved with this play definitely opened up my path to exploring new interests in theater. Um, this also led to the unfortunate interest of probably the most annoying musical I've ever been obsessed with, and that would be Cats. Um, don't know why I was obsessed with this, but I remember being in 2nd grade, even at school, I'd be running up and down the hallways, singing and dancing to this song. I cannot, to this day, recite anything from that play except that it was people dressed in leotards being crazy. But the second play I was involved with definitely had a bigger impact on me. It was Damn Yankees. I was a Little League player, and this was I had a speaking line in this play, first line ever to speak. Um, so that was a big deal back then. My brother was also in this play with me, so that was another good thing about that one. I was also in a lot of musicals, some Christmas ones. Here is Scrooge, and then I was also in A Trunk Full of Christmas. And Trunk Full of Christmas was my largest role as a kid. I was a main character, one of the cousins, and I was actually in the paper for this one, and I got to wear pajamas on stage the entire time. Um, Here's the Bay City Players. It's in my hometown, Bay City, Michigan. This was my second home. I was always here at play practice. I was in a different play basically every single year, if not twice a year. So I became very familiar with the Bay City Players. Um, as I started getting older, um, I became getting more serious plays. So Hello Dolly was one of the first plays where I actually realized I was actually getting older and was more serious into theater and why I actually liked it. That it was actually more of a thing that I wanted to do instead of just, oh, it's something that my mom made me do. Here's my favorite musical that I have actually been in. It was The Christmas Schooner. My cousin Katie and I are in this one. You can see us in the picture holding the tree. I guess everyone here is holding a tree. But we stomped it around in this one. Just lots of energy, lots of fun in this one. And that was actually my last play before high school. I went to Central High School. A couple plays that I were in there. I was in The Diary of Anne Frank, and then also The Miracle Worker, which was the one about Helen Keller. The first musical I was in there was South Pacific, and then my sophomore year is when we did the musical of, I believe it was Seussical. Yep, Seussical the musical. And this was a very, very fun play. We had lots of people in this one, and it was basically a mashup of all of Dr. Seuss's books into one. Lots of songs, lots of dancing, just lots of energy and fun costumes in this play. Um, and then after Seussical, I actually had never seen a real Broadway show, and so our high school actually took a trip to the Detroit Opera House, and we got to see Rent. It was it was amazing. It kind of blew my mind of just how awesome performers can be. And actually, one of the original cast members was in this play, so it was great seeing him in this one. And then my junior year, the musical that we did was Singing in the Rain. Um, the one thing that I found fantastic about this play is that I don't know how we did it, but somehow we managed to actually make it rain on our stage. We had this platform where the rain collected in, kind of drained in. It was this whole kind of cycle thing. It was outstanding. Um, and my junior year was the last year I actually was in a play. I didn't do it my senior year, but then I went back to the Bay City Players and I actually directed a few plays. It was called the program was youth theater, and it's when high schoolers directed kids from, I want to say, first grade to 8th grade. Then after that, I haven't been to a single play, but I kind of live vicariously through all the cast members on Glee. I, at heart, they're all my best friends. We're all major dorks, and we all love the theatrical things of Glee. And so, actually, Glee opened up even more doors for me. I never heard of the musical Wicked before, and that's how I eventually got to see the play Wicked. I went with my best friend Melinda, and we actually went twice. We went once around Christmas time, and then they came back around in April. And Wicked's probably one of my favorite musicals I've actually seen. Another one that we went and seen together was Beauty and the Beast. And if you ever think that a Disney movie like Beauty and the Beast can become a play, it's very possible. I mean, the actors were amazing, the singing was amazing, and the costumes. I mean, it looked so realistic to the actual Beauty and the Beast um, animation film that Disney did. And then also while I was in Las Vegas for my 21st birthday, fun trip, I got to see one of Cirque du Soleil's performances of the Beatles' Love. And there's some things that you see people do that you think it's superhuman when you're watching any kind of Cirque du Soleil thing. Um, but a lot of the things in theater that got me involved were music. Um, I am a fan of all types of music: old music, new music, rock, hip hop, dance, country, any kind of music. Um, but the most music that I'm interested in is Lady Gaga, of course. She's the most theatrical person out there. So if there's any reason why I like theater, um, it's because of Lady Gaga. I actually went to see her 2 years ago when she came around before her new album came out. I went with my cousin Katie and my best friend Kelsey, and she is the most amazing performer in this world. Not many people give her a lot of credit. Um, she actually can sing, she dances, and she just puts on a whole show for you. Um, and I'd like to thank you for my interest in the theater. Um, I hope that many people continue to watch plays and just be involved and appreciate how much theater can impact your life, because it definitely has impacted mine. Thank you.